Welcome to the AFR Saints channel, where we provide you daily content on your favorite team, the New Orleans Saints. Do us a favor and hit that subscribe button. Be sure to leave your comments below and smash that like button. Who dat? Pete Prisco from CBS put out a list of the top 100 players in the NFL for 2025. So I bit. I'm not someone who loves lists. I don't necessarily think they're anything more than just conversation or fodder, but sometimes it can be interesting just to see what other people think as far as this collection of people. You know, I like Patrick. He's got Mahomes number 1, Myles Garrett 2, Saquon 3. Like I'm not gonna like pound the table because Saquon is 3 and not who cares? Whatever. Who cares? I was more interested to see. Okay, like I wonder what Saints players he's got in there, right? So again, top 100 players in the NFL. There's 32 teams in the league, 100 players on this list. So I printed the list with all of the Saints players on it. Here it is. Paul, I don't know if you want to get a close-up of this. I got a list right here with the names of all the Saints players on it. How about that? It's a really extensive list with all their names. Yeah. There it is. There's the list. There's the list right there. If you're listening and not watching, it's a blank sheet of paper. The top 100 players in the NFL, and there ain't a single freaking New Orleans Saint on it? 100? Like, not even guy 100? Not one. Demario Davis? He's got to be in somebody's top 100, right? Alvin Kamara, without the injury at the end of the season, he's a 1,000-yard rusher. Nobody? What about, is the long snapper any good? I don't know. I'm not even mad at Pete Prisco. I'm not mad at him one iota. I'm using this. Been a hot minute since we've had a good let's crap on the Saints segment, huh? I'm not doing that right now, though. That's not what this is. This is an opportunity to, again, illustrate the need to recalibrate our expectations for 2025. Y'all, Las Vegas has the Saints win total over under 5.5. Vegas ain't always right. Fine. Let's say they're wrong by 3 full games. You're 8-9. You're still not making the playoffs. The division odds at DraftKings right now, the Saints are plus 1,200. That's 4th out of 4. If you're wondering, Tampa minus 110, Atlanta plus 250, Carolina plus 400, New Orleans plus 1,200. Carolina's odds are 3 times better than yours. You've got a first-year head coach. You've got a rookie quarterback about as old as Scott Bakula in that movie, Necessary Roughness. You were 31st in the NFL in rush defense last year. You added Devon Gottschall, who I love. Is that going to make you better? You're 27th against the pass. You added Quincy Riley. You were 20th in sacks. You added Chris Rumpf. What do you think is going to be different here? Y'all, this is the same convo. This is the same premise that I had the last 2 years about Derek Carr. I'm not going to sit here and yell about Derek Carr again. Y'all know how I feel, and I was right. But it's the same thing I told you the last 2 offseasons. I looked at every objective and subjective data point outside of this black and gold bubble. And I told you the same damn thing over and over again. He's mid. Every single Pro Football Focus, every quarterback tier list, every ranking rating, you name it. Anonymous front office executives, coaches, everybody. Derek Carr was a lower mid-tier, upper bottom-tier starting quarterback in the NFL. It's what he was. Told you over and over and over again, I got called a hater by a lot of you for 2 years. I got 2 more years of evidence to show you what the previous 9 years of evidence of his career showed us and told us. A lot of y'all just didn't want to believe it. Well, here we are again. Man, forget Vegas. I had somebody comment on one of the videos on YouTube. Man, we don't still have Alvin Kamara? We don't still have Tyrann Mathieu? We don't still have Cam Jordan? We don't still have Demario Davis? You just rattled off a bunch of 30-year-old, overpaid, aging veterans who are well past their prime. What do you think you're actually getting with those dudes right now? Come on. Every convo that I had with you about Derek Carr the last 2 years is the same convo right now about this New Orleans Saints team, because every single objective and subjective data point is telling you the exact same thing, all of them. And it doesn't matter if it's Las Vegas odds to win the division or win totals or Pete Prisco's top 100 or any other objective or subjective data point. They're all telling you the same thing. The Saints this year are going to stink. And you know it. Do a blind resume. First, you won 5 games a year ago, first-year head coach, rookie starting quarterback, rookie starting left tackle. You didn't dramatically improve your defense anywhere, from a defense that was atrocious last year, 31st against the run, 27 against the pass, 20th in sacks. Like, look at it all objectively. They're not going to be good. The New Orleans Saints are plus 30,000 to win the Super Bowl. That's dead last in the NFL. Listen to me. The Cleveland Browns have better odds to win the Super Bowl than your New Orleans Saints. The New York Jets, the New York Giants, the Tennessee Titans. The Saints are plus 30,000. The Carolina Panthers are plus 12,000. You're a distant last. But that's okay. And I'm good with it. And this is the punchline. Like, I'm good with it. Because you need to suck before you can be good again. There was no seamless transition from Drew Brees into the next era. There was no Brett Favre to Aaron Rodgers situation. It didn't exist in New Orleans. You tried it with Jameis. Maybe if Devin White never horse collars him and he tears his ACL when they're 5-2 and lead in the division, maybe they go on a playoff run, and who knows what might happen. It didn't work out that way. Sean Payton left. They hired Dennis Allen. He's a joke. He's gone. You go the Derek Carr. We all know the end of the story. Now you know the rest of the story. It's what it is. So you're going to stink before you can be good again. The best example I'll give you is Cincinnati. They hit rock bottom. They drafted Joe Burrow. They even stunk his rookie year. They won 4 games. But you could see, even in their bad record, before Burrow's knee exploded, that they were pointing in the right direction. And that's what I want to see from this team. I'm not going into this season. Like, you're not going to hear me on Mondays after Saints games blowing a gasket because they lost a game. It's just not going to happen. Because I'm at a point where I have recalibrated my expectations for this team. I know what they are. I want to see Kellen Moore manage a game. I want to see what this Kellen Moore, Doug Nussmeier offense looks like. I want to see what a new 3-4 style defense can look like this year under Brandon Staley. I want to see, can Kelvin Banks actually be a franchise left tackle? Can you actually get anything out of Kendre Miller, or is that just a total bust, wash, wasted pick? Can a guy like Kool-Aid McKinstry become a competent starting cornerback in the NFL? What about a Quincy Riley as a rookie? Could he become a guy that makes a team and becomes a starting caliber player for you? I don't know the answer to those questions. You got an aging linebacker core. Could Danny Stutzman be an answer there? Maybe. These are all maybes. But these are the things that I'm interested in for the New Orleans Saints in 2025. Not having arguments with you or anybody else about whether or not this team is going to contend, because if you are someone who actually believes this team is going to contend for anything other than the number one overall pick, you're a fool. You're the same fools that were yelling at me for 2 years about Derek Carr calling me a hater when I was completely right. So, no, I don't care necessarily that Pete Prisco didn't have a single New Orleans Saint in his top 100 players in 2025 list, because it's Pete Prisco's list, and I don't care what he puts in there. It's just another data point to illustrate the thing that I'm telling you. They're going to stink this year. Accept the fact that they're going to stink and go into the season with a different expectation than you've had for much of the last 2 decades. Hey, thanks so much for watching. Please leave your comments. I love to interact, and be sure to hit the red subscribe button below.